So there's a generation of young guys who always keep us asking. What did I say? Generation. There's a group. Oh, I didn't greet you. My God, my manners. Where are they? Hi, how are you?
Mary, like there's a way you go from 0 to 100 in like a blink of an eye, and I'm thinking.
So there's a group of guys I was having a conversation with, and they were telling me how everyone lately wants to date a man older than 30. That the guys in their 30s,
the ones we call the mature entry.
Yeah, the guys.
It doesn't even have to be 30.
Okay, well, older than 30.
35.
Older than 30.
Yeah, you might be saying 31.
Okay, in their late 30s. Yes. Well, mid 30s to late 30s and above. What is wrong with guys in their 20s? What is wrong with them? They also hustle as hard. Okay, well, if you just joined the conversation, I think we're just going to talk about why we prefer to have them in their from like mid 30s to late 30s, and the stability that those men will bring you. And I keep on telling people, a guy in his 20s, a guy in his early 20s, I don't care even if you're 29, what have you seen at 29? What are we going to talk about at 29? And this is not even anything to do with finances. Okay, well, this part of the conversation doesn't have anything to do with finances. But what are we going to talk about when you're 29 and I am 28? What are we going to talk about?
Is it just about things to talk about, or the stability of a relationship, the peace of mind, the maturity in a relationship? I personally think maturity has nothing to do with age. 40, like he's 40 but he's not done with his whole phase yet. He's still a hoe, he's still hoeing around. So there's going to be, oh wow, there's going to be a 27-year-old somewhere who has his
shit together.
Yes. So maturity has nothing to do with age. It has more to do with one's character than as a person, really.
Do you know, most of the time your character is determined by the people whose company you keep.
That too.
Yes. Now, every guy in his 20s, most of their friends are in their 20s. These are people they went to school with, these are people they work with. It's very rare. In fact, if you find a guy who keeps the company of a 20-year-old who keeps the company of 40-year-olds, he probably works with his uncle or his father, and this is his father's friends, or he became friends with one of his clients, and his client brought his other friends in the same age group. And if you meet a guy like that, most of the time they will behave a little more like the guys in their 40s.
Now, I've always had that kind of conversation with people that I interact with. I do not believe in I have friends and we are totally different like this. Our lives are totally different. So I don't think I'm going to wake up one morning and a friend has influenced me to do something. Nope.
So anyway, in my opinion, I have absolutely no business, even if it is like a teaspoon of business, with a guy in his 20s, his early 30s. And this is not because I'm a certain age now. Even before,
you like,
maturity.
You like
the
men
maturity
in their
40s, early 40s, men in 40s, men in their 50s. Oh boy, there's nothing sexier than a man in his like mid 40s. I don't know, it's like the cuteness, the teenage cuteness just falls back on them, this sexiness. A 40-year-old who goes to the gym, he's all mature, wears his clothes right, even the way they carry themselves. You're not going to find one who you're going to mother. They have their stuff together. They're not playing games. They're done with the drama.
Maturity is in the mind. Maturity is not in the edge.
You're going to agree with me that a guy in his 40s, they have no taste for drama.
Just like there's going to be a 30-year-old that doesn't like drama. Like, he just wants, he knows one woman is enough, and there's going to be a girl somewhere that is 26, 27, 28, and she knows she doesn't have to be jumping around with men. She knows one man is enough for a woman.
If you're in your early 20s, you know women, we age earlier than men.
Yeah.
We obwongo bwaffe butandika okukola mangu omusajja waberera mu myaka 27 awo abeera akyalowooza ngo I don't know, they still think like they in there, but we mature pretty fast, and I think that we can explain with the biology. I don't know, but so you can imagine dating someone in their early 30s, they still think like a 25-year-old. Naye ng'ate gwe mukwano gwe obwongo bwo bwayitawo ddaawo nga buli walala nnyo. At 25, 26, 27, a girl wants to settle. Mpozi nga gwe obwamalaya buli mu kika. Naye at 27, 28, 29, by the time you clock 29, you're looking for stability, you're looking for maturity, you're looking for security, you're looking for someone who is not jumping around. You just want to settle, and settling doesn't mean boba settle, get married and have kids, but you're just looking for a certain level of that drama nga wedde sagala tugende mu bbala tubere nga tunywa ka wine ate waveeyo olyagamba but you told me you're going to be home.
I know.
As in, now what? Then what?
Spoiler.
Tewali budde. No one has the time. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. So 40-year-olds, please, I should give you my address.
You're still giving people your address?
No, bajja bambuzeko. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Yeah.